Hi, everyone. It's Jared here. I'm sharing this short video today in my capacity as president of Circular. We've committed, as part of our commitment to transparent governance, to provide quarterly updates on where things stand in the life of the church, both what we're doing programmatically, also where we stand financially. And so, as we turn to July, just wanted to share a brief update. In thinking about this, a brief poem by Robert Creeley came to mind. It goes like this: one day after another. Perfect. Everything fits. I don't know about you, but it has seemed to be a very busy spring, and that pace has continued as we turn into summer. At the same time, I think the big headline is things are going really very well, actually. We started the year, of course, we have and had and continue to have some concerns. We started the year with a deficit budget. I think overall, we're in pretty good shape. Kim will provide some updates on that. Continued financial commitments and support obviously make a huge difference, but I think we're doing quite well. And Jill will provide a bit of an interim update as well on where we stand with our processes, as well as some upcoming things. I think this past quarter, when I think about some of worship at Circular, think about rose petals falling from the ceiling during Pentecost, think about some of the joy and special moments we experience together in the month of Pride when we think about our commitment as an opening and affirming congregation. Outside of worship services, as we've moved to summer, I think we've continued to have really excellent music, and that both thanks to our staff as well as our congregation really stepping forward to provide excellent music. We've also seen the same with new programming for Vacation Bible School with an intergenerational approach and a new format this summer, and also having the Bible study in the time before service has also brought some new insight to us as a congregation. We've also, as you've noticed, moved fellowship hour to Upper Lance Hall, and the report is that is working very well to accommodate our needs and our time together after the service. As we look at the months ahead, I'm also very grateful for people from the congregation who have stepped into leadership roles to help revitalize things like global and community ministries, the Mission Fund, and even thinking about our lecture series anew. More good things to come, but that's really thanks to many people in the congregation stepping forward and contributing their leadership in their own ways. Of course, we want to celebrate that when we have it in the congregation. We had a special moment to celebrate Peggy Welty, her many years of service to Circular and all that she has done in our congregation. We also are looking to welcome new members with new member classes starting soon. So in the months ahead, a few things to keep in mind in addition to welcoming new members as they are part of their Circular Journey class. We are also looking for someone that can help us out with the technology mission group. So if that person is you, please do reach out. We're looking for some help in that area. So if tech is your thing, we could really use your support and help. Last thing, and this is small, but if you are on the Circular Church Community Builder, consider adding your profile picture to the video, to your profile. And that will really help people in the church get to know you a bit better. A few more updates from Jill and Kim. Thanks so much, and thanks for all the great things that you are helping to make happen at Circular.
Hello, everybody. It's Pastor Jill, your Interim Senior Pastor. I'm delighted to be able to share with you that we are about a third of the way through our transition team meetings. Thanks very much to the wonderful folks who are hosting those tribe meetings, and also to Mike, Dale, and Jamila, who are facilitating those sessions. There are about 13 or 14 meetings left to go. Please make sure you watch your newsletter or the bulletin on Sunday or the screens on Sundays before and after worship to learn more about where your tribe is meeting. If you haven't gotten information about that yet, please let us know here in the office. We'll try to make sure that you are invited to one of the transition team meetings. Also, I want to let you know that today is the 9th of July, and Evelyn will be back in worship with us 10 days from today. So I'm eager to welcome her back and to learn about her sabbatical time. And finally, I'd like to invite you to please notice again in your newsletter and bulletin and on the screens that we are going to be welcoming the Reverend Dr. Jim Matulski, who is a longtime LGBTQ activist. His ministry focuses intensely on the intersection of spirituality and social justice. He's going to be preaching here on July 26th And then he will be speaking in a second hour program. I've known Jim for quite a while. He's terrific. I think you will love him, and he's going to love visiting us here in the Holy City. Thanks for everything that you're doing to be part of this summer. We are moving along without a pause. There's a lot going on here, and I'm delighted to be here with you. God bless. Hope to see you in church soon. Bye for now.
Hello, my name is Kim Harvey, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as the treasurer for Circular Congregational Church. It is halfway through the year, and so we are going to give you a second quarter / mid-year update on where things stand with the church. So as of June, the end of June, we had second quarter income totaling over $207,000 versus a budget of $219,000, which is about 94% of anticipated giving. Regular giving and pledges was at 87%, and total rental fees was $22,000 or 200% of our budget. Yay, Susan Dunn. Expenses for the second quarter totaled $225,000, which is 95% of our total budgeted expense. So we ended up with a net revenue of negative $17,841. Top line, I don't want anybody to be worried where we are right now. While we're ending the second quarter down versus where we expected, where we ended the first quarter, we're still trending ahead of where we expected to be based on the approved budget. Our account balances continue to be very healthy. If you remember, the budget that we approved at the annual meeting expected a revenue shortfall of about $6,000 every month. However, at the halfway point, we're looking at a little less than that expected shortfall. Huge thanks and appreciation to Susan, who has increased rental income this year. We're at 73% of the total year's budget. So after we collect another $12,000, anything beyond that will become gap filler towards our budget shortfall. As you all know, at the end of the day, we can cover the gap two ways: increase our income or pull from reserves. While we do have the reserves, I'm sure it's no surprise to you that I'd rather we increase our income. The council and others are working with creative ways to do this, and I'm sure you'll hear more from us soon about that. But for now, please let me know if you have any questions about the budget, about where we stand, about the CDs that we continue to use to generate revenue that will be used in future expenses. And we're going to start our budget process again because it's nearly August, and it's crazy to think about that. But we start budgeting next month so that we have a really good sense of where we need to be in our stewardship drive. So huge thanks to the staff and all the committee members and all the church leaders who spend our money very smartly and very frugally. And huge thanks to all of you who give and honor your commitments. And thank you. As I said, it's an honor and a privilege to serve you in this capacity. And I look forward to continuing working with you. Thank you.